You see all the scars I got, but play dumb. Asleep in my heart, I fought to stay numb. Disease in the dark, we sought unstable. The keys to my heart I lost, it's fatal. Too black, the pain comes. Machine, I'm a part, I'm not these labels. Release from the bars, unlock, it's painful. Belief in my part, I lost, it's fatal. It's my fault, tough to swallow. You don't save money, you're a bad bitch. You already know. Don't blame me for a fool, cause I'm average. Yeah, you already know. You don't save money, you're a bad bitch. You already know. Baby, I can be a savage. Yeah, you already know. You already know. Widow, Jenna. Will you make me see the light? Will you make me better? Be my widow, Jenna. Save money, you're a bad bitch. You already know. Don't blame me for a fool, cause I'm average. Yeah, you already know. You don't save money, you're a bad bitch. You already know. Baby, I can be a savage. Yeah, you already know. You already know. Weird.
All right. PC is kind of freezing right now, so I'm just trying to sort that out. Trying to figure out what part is being bottlenecked here, because it's being very strange. I don't know why Chrome would be freezing. Anyway. Where was I? Hello, 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 my dudes. Hola. Argentina. I don't know any softwares for unwrapping. Well, I do, but I haven't used any, so can't really give any advice. Hello from Colombia. Hello, Gabzels. We've hit 9K. Surprise. I decided to do a stream because of that. I spent the whole day today doing a photo shoot. I'm getting good at photography. A lot quicker than expected. I think that'd be a cool side job to do. Yeah, the whole idea was to do photography, get into videography, and then combine the two. Maybe go into film, but this photography stuff is, well, let's just say it's nothing compared to 3D. 3D is a lot more difficult, so pretty simple to learn. Today I thought I'd make a phone advert, well, attempt to. My hard surface modeling isn't great, so we'll see. If this project does turn out great, I'll put it on Patreon as per usual. Patreon.com/arthwhitehead. Like 50 of you subscribed on there now, which is insane. My dad convinced me, I was on a hike once and my dad convinced me to do Patreon after like talking me through it like 20 times. And I expected maybe like 5-10 people. But yeah, it's crazy. It's like almost like an extra freelance project every month and I have to do nothing, which is amazing. Anyways, I should start measuring this. 13.4. And I hope you guys are having a happy new year. 6.7. "2019 is gonna be epic." Planning on getting a camera maybe in like a week. It could not happen, but if I do, that'll be sick because then I can make different style tutorials, which would be kind of cool. And since I haven't been doing much stuff on the computer, I could sort of just display my everyday life over that instead of doing it on Instagram. If you want to see my photo shoot from today, you can go and check my Instagram. Arthur Visuals is my username. Some epic photos came out of that. That chick was hot. That's a big reason why I like photography. You get to get an excuse to hang around chicks like that. Yeah. Hello from India, my dude. Minecraft.mg. So this will be I think I'll start with a face. I mean, I'm just taking my actual phone. I'm going to try and model it. This is actually the phone I used for the Redmi project, so I'm pretty much going to remake that. But yeah, as I said, my hard surface modeling is horrible, so we're going to run into some issues, but the advert itself should be fairly simple. I'm going to probably go for like an iPhone advert, one of those like super white scenes. What can I call this? Phone? No. Redmi advert stream. I actually haven't been doing much 3D stuff lately. Past month or so, I would say. I've been fiddling around, but not really doing much. Been doing a little bit of work, but not much really. So it's a bit weird to be in these programs again. Been doing a lot more on the video editing side, a lot more photography and other stuff. But yeah, I should probably take a photo of this phone just for reference, but I don't think I need to go that detailed. I can just measure this, maybe 0.5, 0.4. We can eyeball it if we want to as well. I think that looks about right. Actually take this thing, zoom out, maybe 0.5. It's a bit more accurate. I feel like it should be more. But this is like the base of the whole object, so if I screw this up, the whole thing's screwed up. And that's also what I'm kind of annoyed by with hard surface modeling. You can't just go and edit it later. I'll go with maybe 5 or 5.5. I pay way too much attention to detail. My boss was shocked. He's like, dude, your attention to detail is incredible. I get down to the decimals, bro. Yeah, I think that's fine. That'll be a good base. And then we can just build off it. I'm gonna try and pretend that it's not client work, which it's not, and then I'll worry about that stuff less. So then we have this outer ridge. Okay, so this one has layers. So you have like the bronze outer part, then this is a plastic, and then there's a glass here. So I need to keep in mind that. So I think what I'll do is I'll start with a glass. I don't know if I should have glass. That's gonna complicate things. We'll do it anyways. Just we can always change it later if we want. So can't really measure the glass's thickness without taking it out, so I'll just guess. Probably be around here. Can edit it later. Then there's this other like roundish part here, so we can go. I feel like this is not enough subdivisions on these corners here. I think I'll fix that now. Don't really have an issue with polygons anymore. I used to when I had a shitty graphics card, but these days it's fine having a lot of polygons. So I'll just play it safe. Maybe go 8. Then if we zoom in, can we see it? Yeah, you kind of can. Let's go 14, 5.5. I think that'll be enough. Okay. I think this is going to take probably 2 to 3 hours or so. What am I doing tomorrow? What's the day? Sunday. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm trying to decide what project I should do for my portfolio next. I was told I should. Why am I looking on my phone? Where's this? Oh, my phone is the reference. That's why. Well, my guy I've been working with said I should do other stuff instead of sticking to these phone adverts. He said I should go out my comfort zone. And he said spinning cans is not very impressive, which is funny. Because you'd think, oh, realistic renders of adverts is what's going to get you paid. But according to him, that's too good, and I should tone it down a bit. Do more abstract stuff, which would be interesting to try. Seems very boring though. No challenge. What am I doing? Mesh, split. And then there's this like corner thing here. I think the best way to do that is like this. I don't want to get too caught up in the measurements. Otherwise we'll be here for 10 hours. We don't have. So I think that's fine. Then here we can just go and bevel these edges as well to get that round part I'm looking for. Here we can go with 4. Gamer player, hello my man. Then it depends on how detailed I want to get here. Then this part you can go split. And we can do the same thing, except this one goes much further down, so we can extrude it. And then, let's see. I need to delete these faces. Or do we? Let's do this instead. Let's just push this back. And we can go and bevel these as well. Just looking at the whole thing to see what things I might run into later on, so I can make sure I don't build this whole thing and then realize the whole base is wrong. I think that's fine. Okay. Then this part. Let us measure 0.5 centimeters. This bevel here is quite interesting, so I need to be careful. Oh, okay, so this should be 0.5. So we selected these edges, push back. It's close enough. And then there'll be another bevel, which is a bit further, so I could do another one. Yeah, be careful that my caps aren't always ticked. Like so. Keep forgetting this is a hard surface model. Let's go. Let's try this. We can extrude in. Like that. And I feel like I should just get rid of this whole section here. I don't think we need these. So I'll get rid of this face. Get rid of that. At least we don't need this, I don't think. What's going on here? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Then there's the back of the phone, which comes a bit more round. Let's go. They want a bit of a roundish there and more gradual there. I think we can just go close this off. So the idea is we have something like this. Now we've got an issue. Let's bevel this first. So we need a bevel here. And then we need another one. Oh, come on. Here. Like so. I feel like this is going to be an issue later. What our solution? I actually don't know what to do to fix that. That's why having so many loops here is not a great idea. Go get rid of these extra points. Careful. Now it's starting to look worse, which is funny. So I think it's fine if we just have a blank space there. And this was on 4, I think. I don't know what's going on here. This is very strange. Oh. What was the default for this? I think this was on 0. No, it was on 100. That's why. Let us try again. Let's do this. Dun, 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 dun. It's a bit better. 5, 6. Not perfect, but neither is my face. So where can I find the nice roughness alphas for product rendering? I don't know what you mean by roughness alphas. Hi all and Arthur. Hello. Hi Fractal. Dun, 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 dun. This is going surprisingly well, but when I have to get these lenses in and all these holes, that's where shit's gonna hit the fan. So I'm excited. First, we are needing hole here. So we need a... Which problem do you want to tackle first? Let's do this one. Start off with easy stuff. So we need a loop here. Like here's fine, and then we can do another one like here. Now, how are we going to bevel this in? I think we can do a slight bevel. It doesn't have to be too strong. So small. I think that's good enough. Doesn't have to be crazy. Maybe 1.5. Like that. Here you can see there's a hole there now. I think we'll manually fix that, so we can do that. And then how do we select this line? There. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. If you want me to stay. So I need to do this again now. Yeah, I don't like hard surface modeling. How big is this thing? This is probably like 0.1. It's even less than that, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh. This thing's supposed to go straight. Your problem after problem. Fuck me. How did I do this last time? I know I did this right last time. Could be cheap and do that. No, that's not gonna work. But even if I do push these points down, it'll have some issues. I wonder if the set point value thing works. Where is it? What just happened? If you want me to stay. Now what if I do that with a lot of them? Aha! Okay. Let's try this. I guess we can just loop it since all of them are going. Oh. That's annoying. Okay, let's try select these and then just probably the same as just selecting them. Do that. This seems very tedious. I should probably not even worry about this. Just do it later. Yeah, if I had a few more hours, then I would do this, but I don't think it's going to take too long. So let's try. Well, that could work if I just did that. Maybe push this up, and then I could have done the beveling. I think. I don't know if that would have issues. But yeah, it's going to take too long to fix, so I'm just going to skip this. Can start off with other stuff, with other basic holes. Can add one here. Let's go 12. We got a little headphone jack here. Let's go 50. If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. Guess we can go off the real world thing a bit. Doesn't have to be perfecto. 1, 5. We'll put another one in the middle. Should actually do this. This one can be 1. You can have another smaller one, like 0, 0, 2. 0, 5. Kind of like that. I feel like this will look better if it's centered this way. No? That way, yeah. And let's try push these. Well, it gives an issue there. That's good. So this is glass. And then we can go take this face. 44, that's a lot of you. Numbers are growing. Remember there's like 5, 10 people, and that's still a lot. Split. Also, my apologies if I don't respond to all your comments. It's just getting too much at this point. I get messages on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and a lot of them are stupid questions, so can't always answer all of them. I even get emails nowadays. Surprisingly, it's actually quite a few of them as well. So I actually want this face to maybe extrude like this, and then I'll just delete this, and then I think I'll just like go slide them out this way. And just leave a little, I don't know if I should leave a gap for the glass or not. Let's undo that actually. This is where things get tricky. Okay, so this is the glass. This is the what is this? This is emptiness. Okay, so this is the face. Is it? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so this is a glass. Yeah. Got a face here. This, I don't know what that is. This will call like the rim, make up names for it. And this will be like the body. So for the face here, I don't know why I got rid of this back here. Back piece. That should still be there. The rest is fine though. And then, so if I take a look at this with the glass, yeah, I think that's right. There's a lot of issues here. I need to cut in stuff here, which looks like effort. But there's a square piece of the face here, which I can probably just take a Boolean and do that because I'm lazy. So let's go 6.3. And then 11.1. And then it's how far from the top? About 1.2. I guess that's kind of right. Like that. Play-Doh. We've got union. What's the best way to do this? Let's do both. And this one can be probably should have gotten rid of these lines, but I guess it's fine if they're there for now. Can always, there's not too many of them, so we can get rid of them manually later. Then these I want a slight bevel. Very, very slight miniature bevel. Like so. I can go like 3. I think that's too, is that too small? Maybe slightly bigger? Like that? And as well, this is now going way too in detail here, but might as well do it. A slight black spot here between the actual, like that. No, that's too big. Like that's fine. And that's quite a lot of it done actually. Main issue is these things. I don't think I'm going to do the whole back of the phone. I'm too lazy for that. I also don't want to be here till 2 in the morning. So we can do lights here. I could do this in Photoshop, this part. I can just apply a texture on it. But I don't think I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. For this, we can go rectangle. This thing's actually quite small. Let's say 1.5. But that's too big on this real one thing. Let's go. Yeah, like this. I feel like something's wrong. I've got my size wrong. There should be a lot more space here. At least I feel. Maybe this thing should just be a lot smaller. Oh, that's why. This should be not 1.5. It should be 0.15. Now it makes sense. And there's also rounding. Not that much though. Maybe 0.3. Yeah, that's fine. And how am I going to extrude this? Didn't think about that. Let's try. My headphones are making a weird noise. I hope they're not dying. Both the earmuffs have basically fallen off. Well, they have fallen off, so I wouldn't be surprised if it finally died. It's annoying. All my Razer products just kill themselves. I take such good care of them. And then all my tech actually just kills themselves, no matter how no matter how much care I take of them, they just kill themselves. You expect them to last longer because of that. Extrudito. So here, I bet if I go and change this axis, that will change. I'm a genius. Just too good. 1.1. Zero one. This can be the little button thing. I could have done this all in Photoshop, but where's the fun in that? Like that. That's the one button. I should have done this all in Photoshop. That topology is going to ruin your shading. Probably will. Hello from Brazil. I'm good. How are you, my dude? Alexandro Carvino. Hello. I'm making a phone that's pretty much on my desk. 111.1. What was it? 1.5? And then this thing I think is slightly longer. No, this way. This way. They were playing this song in the club the other night, and it's just been stuck in my head. It sounds so good when they play it there, and then you go and download it at home. It doesn't sound as great because you don't have these massive speakers like they do. If you want me to say. Let's bevel the edges first, and we can duplicate it. Dun, 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 dun. What's going on here? What is happening? What is happening? I'm not gonna lie, that is a bit weird. Ugh. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. Vivite. There we go. Can go with like 5. This should actually be. I'm just using my eye to measure all of this right now, so it's not that accurate. But this should probably be like this. And then we can just move it like this, I guess. Doesn't have to be perfect. 7.5 and then 7.5. Then we can duplicate this, move it to the other side. So, whoops. If you want me to stay. You'll always leave. Minus 30. 30. 40. Minus 40. Then we can probably make them slightly shorter as well. So here we can go like 80%. No, it's too much. 90. 90. This is by no means accurate, but I do not have 10 hours. So I are making solutions. 90. 90. Kind of like that. I don't feel like doing anything else, to be honest. I'm going to start visualizing this thing because that's the fun part. So this can all go under lights. No, let's not call it that. Buttons. Should also do side buttons as well, but yeah. I just shifted this thing. Body. I do tutorials in Maya. The only thing I know how to do in Maya is model. I don't even know how to navigate around the menus. I just know the modeling menus very well. I don't know the rest. I haven't used it in months as well. I've never used 3ds Max in my life. And I also haven't used Houdini. I should. But I just haven't really gotten around to it. Haven't really needed to. A phone. So I need to go find Apple's website quickly and just copy them, because that's what you do. Great artists steal and like legitimately plagiarize is what they mean. iPhone. Oh, Apple. Oh no, it's freezing. Apple. I can't believe Chrome is freezing, but I can render fucking live previews here. Google wants to know your location, apparently. Oh, these photographs I took today is... No, they swapped around their whole white look. They used to have like an epic... Maybe I should go to the iPhone section. They used to have an epic clean website, which was like white, but that was like 10 years ago when I last looked at it. Let me Google iPhone ad. iPhone advert white. You've always got these white sheens going across them. I guess we can make our own. I have to copy them. Why is that grainy? I don't know what that was. Oh, avirer. Avirer. Okay. Where did I get that HDR? I got it from... This dude. This dude's cool. It's got HDRI section and it was this section, which is actually free. So I believe, yep, it's free. I use it all the time because it's my favorite. I've used it in so many scenes and it just works in all situations. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think I've seen another HDRI that I actually like. I'd rather do other things than use any other HDRIs. There's a few that are kind of good, but that one works with everything. White background. You get rid of this. Let's go starter. Okay. And how are we going to do this lighting? I think we should insert an HDRI just for the lighting now. Texturing. Then we can always just change it. So, where shall the camera be placed? Let's do something funky. I was doing this with a model today, taking like these offset photos where the camera's tilted, and it looked amazing. Because she was like tilted at a certain angle, and I was like tilting the camera. I was just like, incredible, incredible. Let's just be lazy and do this. Dun, dun, na, na, na. Maybe more this way. So we need to break this down. So we have the... What's this? Is this the face? The face. We've got the screen section here. I should also make my normals all the right way. It's especially important with a glass. Okie dokie. And put a glass texture on. I should probably hide it for now because that's just going to slow down renders. Later, I think I'll get rid of it for now. Got the face, so set selection. What can we use as a wallpaper? Should be diffuse, emission. What am I looking for? Image texture. And I also think that I should maybe separate this. So I think I'll go split and then just delete it out of there. So now I can just go and fit to object. Oh, that's clearly not what I wanted. That's a strange way to UV map it. There we go. I feel like there's something that's calculating wrong though. Got the face. Got this part. Oh, that's why. Lel. This can be like a plastic part here, so we can go with like 95 is fine, 1.6 probably. And I think it actually is very rough. I think it's the glass that's reflective. So maybe 0.5 here. I don't feel like Googling this, so. That's why I bought HDR Light Studio license, opens up. Yeah, dude. That thing's great for studio lighting. I'll probably use it. I'll probably buy it too as well. I don't know what the actual pricing structure is, but I just don't do enough studio things that need it. It would make my life easier, but why is the scene black? Oh, turned off the HDRI. Lol. So this outer part here. Can be this goldish color. Probably just use an actual texture just to make it look a bit real, more real. What's a good color? I still don't trust these new metallic textures and stuff. I just don't use them enough. I haven't used Octane much at all lately, so I haven't really had a chance to look at them, but I feel like these reflections here just look off. They don't look right. The book's cutting off, but if I go glossy, bring this up. Oh, that's just my shading, lol. Here I am blaming Octane. Da-na, da-na-na. Let's try it again with the metallic. Cool. Well, we'll see how this goes. I've read this manual, but I still don't understand what's going on in it. Polygon metal. What do we want to go for? We can go with the gold. Let's go bring in this normal map. I want to scale this down to it's small, but I also don't want to start to see tiling. Guess that's fine. Go one. And then you can just take this, specular. You already know. Roughness, and we can do, I think this is just a white image. Is it? Yeah, it is. So here we can just like sewer, and I believe these new metallic textures, they don't have a diffuse. Yeah, that's correct. Good stuff. And then I think we'll go with small, tiny scratches. So we'll go with a gun. Why do I have a high-res version? It's a waste of space. Go with these. I need them more spaced apart, so let's go with these instead. Like that, still too much. I could probably edit this in Photoshop. Get rid of the ones I don't need. But I think those small scratches is good enough. I don't want to spend 10 hours on this, so I'm gonna try and move along now. These edges here would be cool if they're beveled. But nobody cares, so we're going to go... Should probably add a light to the buttons. So we can go black body. That's interesting. Why they're not turning on? Is it because of this? You already know. I don't know normal direction affected that. Should probably go through all my objects and make sure the normals are facing the right way before I run into issues. So that's correct. That's right. Call this screen. Then there's the rim. Is now done. I feel like the space between the face and the rim, I feel like this gap here is too big. Anyway, can call this gold, even though it's not gold. Call this silver. Then here we can just go get rid of that. Should actually be plastic, not silver, so this will be our plastic. For the sake of making the render look nice, I'll make this more of a goldish color. So bring up saturation. Probably zero this out. And then lighting. How do we want to do this? I think I should blur this more. This is not looking that great, to be honest. Let's stop playing around. Let's go and change the screen here. Let's go with. Let's go find a wallpaper. I probably already have one because I've done this project before. Screen. Now I need to be thinking about colors and stuff. Let's do it. What kind of colors do I want to go for? That one's a cool one. Let's find a palette for gold. Gold complementary colors. Boss told me I should be studying color theory, but I'm lazy. Maybe green. Purple looks cool. Purple works with gold. I can go with purple. That does not look right. Maybe it's this. Why does that look so off? Oh, it's the diffuse. I think if I plop this in here maybe, and then that. 1. I need some iPhone ad references. Okay, that's one possible camera angle. Let's try something fancy. If I had different versions, this would work better. Let's do this. Oh, that's fine. We're just making up things as I go along right now. Ooh, that does not look that great. Let's take that away. Better. Doesn't look nice when there's nothing on the back. The back is completely empty. The back is completely empty. There's actual details and stuff on it would look better, but it is what it is. What if I rotate this 180? Now I could bring the screen back here. Purple reflection is a bit annoying, but we can. Oh, now we're getting fancy here. Oh, so much you can do with this stuff. How'd that be for a thumbnail if I could get rid of that purple? I've got those comments here, sorry. Let me go read them quick. This is a hard surface model, yes. Could you make it in Maya? I don't know, I haven't used Maya in a while. Maya I use for more complex things, not this stuff. Masterpiece and more subscribers. I'll get more subscribers if I did completely different stuff. If I didn't do these types of tutorials, I'd have more subscribers. But I'm lazy, so. What are your render settings? There, you get a few seconds to look. Always pause it. Should have static noise ticked on, but YOLO. How do I get rid of that? Could probably do it in Photoshop. No, purple's annoying. And I also think I have highlight compensation turned on because this background's not white. So I could either get rid of it, but then everything will be blown out. Or I could just turn up this brightness here. But now, this depth of field doesn't seem very accurate. Let me just go see. That's interesting. I didn't know it did that. So it actually affects the depth of field. So probably do all this inside of Photoshop, to be honest. TBH. I feel like this thing needs a bit more rotation, like that, just so it No? Ooh, that could be cool as well. But maybe this way. Or I could get rid of this one and just start off with that one so it feels a bit more connected. Right now it feels like there's one object and then there's a background which is not really following very well. I could try position it better. Maybe like that. But even the spacing between everything is just off. That still kind of feels disconnected. But it's chilled. Be cool if I had like a spotlight coming down here. I think I should dive into Photoshop right now. Because I like how the light's coming from the side there, so if I had a bit of a gradient or spotlight, that'd be cool. No. Let us play around in Photoshop. It's getting close to 12, so I might as well start finishing up. I wish I did more with the details and stuff around here. I remember this is supposed to be set selection. You can go with pure black. Alright, let's go glossy and then just turn up the roughness. No, let's go pure black. Still not seeing it properly though. I don't know if it's too small. Maybe too small, but it's not the way I wanted it to be. So we can go and replace this phone here. Delete that one. I've been trying to get realistic lighting, but I'm struggling. I've actually been meaning to do a lighting tutorial. I was planning it out and everything, and then I just got lazy. The photography distracted me. There's no hot goals in 3D rendering, unfortunately, but there is in photography, so. Oh, Lord. Last time I went with a small resolution, I started to have issues with thumbnail for YouTube, so I think I'll go 1080 PNG. If you want realistic lighting, the easiest way to do it is just use an HDRI. Otherwise, you use something simpler like that lighting studio the guy was mentioning. Helps. It's easier with soft boxes and softer lighting. Using normal lights is a bit complicated to explain. What's this project called? Redmi Advert Stream. Redmi Advert Stream Render. Render. La 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 la. Just see how accurate this thing is. Look pretty fairly accurate, yes. Yes. Irradiance mode. I remember Irradiance cache from standard renderer. Oh, those days were a struggle. I used to consult on the Cinema 4D manual on how to use global illumination. Global illumination, that took a long time to learn. Kind of helped with Octane though, because now I understand things a lot better. But those days were some hard times. Rendering interiors with standard render GI, you have to know your stuff if you want to get that right. That manual was my Bible. I read it while I went to sleep. And I'm not even lying about that. I actually did that. I was using HDRI Studio but acting weird and flipping in my scene around stuff. Yeah, that's why I said, well, I didn't say this, but if you want to use a studio, you're going to have to buy it. You're probably using a pirated version, but I don't even have the money for that, so... This background's not black when it should be. This actually looks better than I was expecting. I was expecting this to turn out horribly for like, how long has it been? An hour and 20 minutes? Redmi. My one friend. I used to like do this stuff like 15 hours. And like he would say, how long did this project take? And I'd be like, oh, I've only been working on it for 5 hours so far. He's like, 5 hours? Are you mad? It's like, no, dude, I normally go up to like 15. And he started to lose his shit. Those are the crazy days. AAE. AAE. Oh, starting to get tired. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go add in a little spot here. I actually want this background to be like an offset white. I forgot what the code for this was. Was it E5? I don't know how I remember the stuff. I'm a genius. My brain just keeps all information. I also wanted like a something like that. Probably duplicate it a few times. And I also want one maybe like, I should do this in After Effects, well some of it at least. Get rid of some of these, or even just do that. Little fella. Brum, brum. Greetings from Tanzania. What are specs of your PC? I should actually, I don't know where I should put this information because I get these questions 1,000 times. I don't want to put them in I could put them in the description of my videos, I guess. I remember I used to start streaming on this thing, it would pop up the information automatically. I wonder if it has that information all in one place. I have a... This should be... footage is fine. 1080 Ti, GTX 1080 Ti. What's my CPU? i7... 8700, no, 9700K, not the 8700K, the latest one. 32 gigs of RAM, and I don't think the rest matters. The rest of my PC is also pretty beefy, but it's kind of excessive. I have 2 SSDs, I have 3. I have one 500 gig, one 128 gig, one 1 terabyte, and then I have 2 1 terabyte hard drives, and then I have like a 1200 watts power supply. I think that's all the parts. 3 slot motherboard. I think that's all. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I wanted to do something like a little lens flare on the side here. Flare. And I've got a really fancy case called I don't even remember what the case is called, but it's got pretty lights, which is what I like about it. It's pretty much the only reason why I got it. I wanted a white case that had pretty lights that can dance. Optical flares. Dun-na, dun-na. Can I turn the volume way up? I've been told to turn the volume down, and no one else has ever told me to turn the volume up, so. But I've been told that the mic is too close to my face before. Dun, 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 dun. I think I'm gonna quit 3D and become a professional photographer. I was telling my dad that today. It's a joke, but it's funny how it's actually a possibility. I could do that if I want to. Photography, I don't want to say it's easy because then all these photographers are gonna come out and say, "Oh, you actually don't know what you're doing. You're so arrogant, this and that." But I don't think it's that difficult to learn, to be honest. Why is this headphone buzzing? One of these days it's gonna stop working. One of the sides is gonna stop working. I'm gonna have to replace it. I wanted something like this, but I don't know if add is the best option. I think screen's probably better. A bit more control. And then here I want not the scale, but the fall off like that. Kind of. It's kind of. No. Point 2 maybe. 0.25. What else could we do this scene? I've got too many folders on this PC. What's this thing called? Redmi. Comp. Dun-na, dun-na. Can't tell if it's the wallpaper. There's some image loss here, which could be the actual wallpaper itself. Being a JPEG, which I just stole off the internet, so. I actually don't like this background. I don't like this whole scene in general. I think this should maybe be a bit brighter. 9.5. Save a Mingo. Yeah. No. I don't know. Let's play with camera angles a bit. Let's go like... That's too much. What a late stream, man. Can't sleep, eh? It's not a late stream. Late is like rendering till 5 in the morning. That's late. Maybe 3. 3 is, for me, 3 in the morning is when it starts to get a bit late. For working, at least. I've done this to like 6 in the morning and then just passed out. Good times. I was looking for a wallpaper and then I got distracted. I want a different color. Or I could just... What am I doing? Just do it here. I should do this in Photoshop actually, but I kind of like... That looks real, so let's try and do... How can we isolate these colors? Change. I like the red look. You find something that matches now. This red is too much. This needs to be adjusted. That section here is too hard. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe softness. Dun, dun, na, 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 na. Let's... I should separate these on different layers. Hue and saturation. Let's drop the saturation or not. I don't think that works that way. No, this one. There we go. Kind of like that a bit better. What if I had a black background, or a darkish background at least? Like that. Got rid of this shit. The lighting of the scene's white though, but I think this could look better if it was in black. I think I need to play with, swap out this HDRI, or I got rid of it. And then just for viewing purposes, we'll drop this down. And do this. Why does it feel like no matter what HDRI I pick? Maybe this should be... Is this thing even working correctly? It should be black. Okay, get rid of that. I should just import a light setup from another scene. But I'll do this. Zero, zero. Oh, now I'm starting to get what I was looking for. See, like this looks a lot more modern. I actually like how these phones here look in the background more than this. Oh, that would actually be really nice, but how can I get this thing to focus where I want it to? I think this should not be on. Maybe focusing there. If I had some writing there, it would make more sense, but let's try to render this out and see what it would look like. Go for a dark scene. Should make maybe a light scene and a dark scene, but such is life. Whoa. And I have to go and do a bunch of other stuff after the stream as well. I forgot about that. Oh shit, I was supposed to water this plant today. This thing didn't remind me. This thing, its only job is to remind me, and it didn't. I hate apps like that. You get an app so you can be notified because you keep forgetting, and the app doesn't notify you. Like, what's the point? I have to set an alarm because this app doesn't work. Cool beans. Am I sensing grain in the dark force here? Might as well go to 2K since we have time. And do you want to make a new one, or do you want to? I think we can do that in post. Let's just bring this in like so. I can turn this dirt down a bit. My main issue right now is this focus. There's no real like focus point. I think this angle is a bit of an issue. Get rid of this, and then make this like the main screen. So I think that would be a better look than having this thing in the way. So now the focus should be a bit better. Like that maybe? I should slap some branding on here just for the just for the YouTube marketing. Slap an Apple logo there and title it Apple phone and Cinema 4D. Ah, I'm so sneaky. I'm gonna snap a Apple logo on this wallpaper. Ah, I'm actually gonna do that. Be interesting to see how well it does compared to my other stream videos because of that. I'm gonna slap an Apple logo on the center there. Da-na, da-na. Peeps thought I was joking. Peeps were wrong. Why did I have to go and change things around in this new version? Make me mad. Make me drive insane. I feel like I could literally make anything I wanted with all my Photoshop knowledge. Slap an Apple logo. What's the best look here? I think if we went something like that. We need to accentuate this. this fake phone I'm making right here. We also need the word Apple so people understand what the logo means. It's a good look. What's a good font? Arial, Questrial is also good. I'm giving Apple ideas here. I think it'd be cool if like the first letter had a different font. Anyway. Let's see what this looks like. I should put, I don't know where else to put it on the phone that's visible, that's the thing. So I'm putting it on the screen. That actually looks kind of cool. Kind of cool. That was kind of blurry though. Could either be the depth of field or it could be the resolution of image. I think it's just because it was zoomed out. So now I need to think about branding here. So it'd be better if this apple was like that. Get a nice separation line there. Or you put the apple like there. No, that's not going to work. That's also offish. I think that this is the best option here, like that. That is kind of... I wish I actually had this image so I could sort of just like shift it. I think that looks better. Horizontal. I don't know what I'm doing. But I do want this thing here in the middle, like a bit more patched together. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. There's a little line here in the middle. It's kind of annoying. People won't notice stuff like this, but I do, so... Contract, 1 pixel, select, invert, delete. Problemer solved. This could be cool as well. Let's try that. Making adverts is so easy. Circular background gradient behind the apple to make a pop. That could also work. Play around with gradients. I think can either go. Oh, my PC's jerking a bit here. I just need to be careful. Since the Octane update, sometimes it's crashed when it gets to the denoising stage, so I want to be careful not to have that happen now. Let it do this thing quick, and then I don't like the idea of having a. Let's see what it looks like in After Effects. So we need to replace this image. Redmi. I think it's this one. And then, yeah, I feel like I'm not filling up the frame enough. I don't know what to do about that. Could do that. Still this empty space, just frustrating me. What if I go for portraits, zoom out? Stuff's looking weird in the back there. See, this film's something really strange going on in the back there, actually. Maybe I have too many phones. But there looks fine. But as soon as I get to this lens here, things look weird. Anyway, how many of these phones do I actually need? I could probably reduce the amount. 9. I can go 10. I guess that angle's fine. I'm just starting to get picky now. This, I could probably drop the brightness. There's a lot I could do, but do I really want to? 12:30, Jesus. I told myself I'd be done an hour ago. How much RAM is needed for Cinema 4D and working full? What does working full mean? Привет. People really commenting on other videos, yeah. So amazing, it's so beautiful. Validation. Dun, 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 dun. People always ask me like how much power you need, and then they don't get very specific with what they're gonna do. I used to render with a 770. So, and I rendered, yeah, it took me weeks and weeks to render, but I used it. But when people have very, very vague questions when it comes to PC parts, don't even know how to answer them. That looks alright. I think they'll get views. Now we can start playing around with colors as well. I think I like the blue, but I feel like I need an extra color in here, so I could maybe red screen, blue back, so I could do like, oh, where was this now? So find a red here, and then I can just go and So no, that's not gonna work out. This blue's kind of okay. It feels too much. Feels like there's too much blue though. Is it this? Oh, that might be it. That's kind of okay. This is affecting the flare below it though, so I should maybe take this out and get rid of that. So this thing is giving 73% brightness reduction, so I could go and just drop this slightly. I give it a bit of contrast as well. Can do that. Drop that. And no. Something still feels off. I feel like it's a color issue. I think it has to do with this thing. Kind of like this. Kind of like it, but I'm very picky, so I don't like it when it goes into the purplish area here. But those blues, them blues though. Also need to keep in mind that this is also affecting this texture of the colors. Yeah, that blue though. Dun, 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 no. Set this to a red, and then I can try and isolate that. So I can decide what I want this to be. The blue was fine, just not the way I wanted it. A bit more flat like that. I'm getting picky now. I just told you my PC specs, dude. You'll have to go back. No, it's not an iPhone. It's my phone on my desk. I'm just putting an iPhone branding there because it gets views. That's pretty much it. I want to get weird with this thing, like really get weird. What sort of effects does After Effects do? Like distort, something strange. What's that thing I used to use? Magic Bullet looks. Oh, I haven't used this. Oh, that's why. New plan. Um, what's this do? I used this on one of my super old, when I used to do those gaming edits. Oh my god, good times. I think this is done. I think this finished an hour ago, to be honest. I'm just messing around. Looks alright. Be better if it was more zoomed in though, if this is a thumbnail situation. I should pop another Apple logo there. What if I feel like it needs some sort of depth. Particles. I think particles would help that. Let's just try it. This will be quick setup. So box 100. 100 here. And then little Jana. Now I need to also worry about, I guess, when we end the camera and things will change. So let's do that first. Let us go with wide angle. What lens is this? 25mm. We can go 24. And we can go add in some DOF. And 3, 2. No, now I'm starting to lose that depth. I think it was better if they weren't moving. So if they move, you do get that kind of... I could do both. Could have one like this, and I can also have another one. Just change the seed around, and then when this one doesn't have any movement. So here I get rid of the motion blur. Well, it worked. I clicked on it. I actually don't know what the actual thumbnail is right now. Change thumbnail. Oh, that's cool. You can change the thumbnail right now. I'm gonna do that. Just quickly export this image. Boom. I already have one called A. I'll just replace it. Probably too big because it's a PNG, so I'll need to go. Where is this thing now? Am I blind? No. 3 megabytes needs to be smaller, so we can go Export JPEG. There's my photo shoot images. Oh, amazing stuff. Those are just two people I know. They're not models, but they look like models. It's amazing. And they took photos of me, and I just looked like an idiot. I need to fix my posing. I'm gonna call this product rendering live. This is not Christmas stream. Don't know why it's called that. Apple. What gets views? I actually know how to title my videos. I don't know why I'm asking you guys. This should be called product rendering Apple phone. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I wonder if it updates automatically because there's no save option here. It's done, don't touch it. It's never done, my friends. Let's go 50. That's too much, but let's go 30. I need more depth going this way. Yes, this way. Like these. 15. 5. No, I don't want to change the camera settings. I do want to change the camera settings because of this, but I kind of like how this is. So I don't want to affect the bottom particles. I think if I made these particles smaller, 1.5, 1. Let's move these again. I think I can individually affect the depth of fields without affecting camera settings. Can I? Oh, that's not very nice of them. Why they do this to me? Let's go. Perfect, but let me make it more perfect. Lol. I've been working on this for 2 hours in total. Do you forget the charging hole? Dude, there's nothing on the back, there's no charging hole, nothing up there, there's no buttons on the side. I pretty much skipped everything. I didn't want to spend 5 hours on modeling the thing. I wanted to do the fun stuff, so. No, I don't use packs and presets, my dude. I actually have some on my computer, but I don't touch them. These comments are hilarious. I think this is done. Yeah, we can leave that in. Camera's good. Those are good. Let's look at these particles quickly. I don't like that. There's something going on here. I don't know what it is. I think it's the emission. This texture should be a lot smoother. Shouldn't be so hard-edged. Quality looks fine on the motion blade. What's this do? This doesn't do anything, so I can get rid of it. That's the noise and sharpness. The lens flare. The color correction. And the backplates. So I'll go and rename these because I'm going to put this on Patreon and people will get very confused. So this will be the backplates. This can be the CC. Grain plus sharpness. Basically cleans up the image a bit. But I think this is done. So thought it was it's not an iPhone, dude. I'm just doing it for views. This is public and I'm going to post it when it's done. Yeah, it's client work for Apple. I'm leaking everything, bro. Composition. I need to save this as a new image. Forgot how to do this without using that method. Save frame as file. Need to go put it all in one folder. So this is our background. Need all that together. Need this. I keep forgetting this project name. Project name Redmi. Ugh. Assets and renders. No, that's not renders. Yeah, everything else is fine the way it is. Call this final. Solid 2 hours spent. People ask me what I did today. I just made a quick Apple advert, no big deal. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go to bed now. Dun, 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 dun. I'll put this thing on Patreon for those that need it. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. Move all the buttons and ports and double the price of the iPhone. Lol. Yeah, the lack of holes is accurate. How old am I? I'm 21. Turned 21 2 months ago. You're welcome, my dudes. Busy posting this on Patreon now, so long. Yeah, 15 years old is fine. Age really doesn't matter. Obviously, it impresses people, but if you can't do the job, it doesn't matter how old you are. 15's fine. I only started like 3D, I think I started 2 years ago. About a year and a half. I would say 2 years just to play it safe. And I was 19, so. You got like 15 years to learn this, dude. People start at old ages. Ah. They start breeding 3D artists now. Which render am I supposed to be looking at? And what do you want me to say about it? Dun, 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 dun. The one you uploaded 19th of December, I think. What is it of, dude? Like, is it the shirts or is it this logo? What am I supposed to look at? Uh, the render of the shirt itself is nothing wrong with. Well, that's all objective. It could look better, but I've never done shirts before. But I wouldn't say there's anything like wrong with it. There's can obviously improve stuff, like anything. But I saw your latest one. There was a shirt company that told you to message them, so it's clearly good enough for that. Could make money off that. I don't like the backgrounds. I feel like it's a bit distracting. I like the ones where you have it like in a studio. Your previous ones, I think those ones look better. Just because there's less distractions. I also like the ones further down where it's like a shirt almost like looks like it's blowing in the wind. Those ones are cool. But yeah, pretty good. Nothing really wrong with them at all. Render final one. I've actually done stuff like that so many times. Ah, I've renamed stuff like that so many times. These days I actually just put the date. I do this more with photography stuff, but I put like the date um of the thing in it. And then the numbers. That's why when I used to do a lot of well, I still do them. I don't say used to. Where's a good example? So, like in this one, the way I name these things. So it's animation 1A, and then you even get the HD versions and stuff like that. Just because I didn't want to rename it final 1, final 1, 1, 1, 1. So I gave them very specific numbers. and lettering and naming. Yeah, they're pretty good. I don't know what you did to simulate the shirts. I would look at Marvis Designer. I have a feeling you probably use something like that, but Marvis Designer is amazing for fabrics, which I've used. But you're probably using that. They obviously could be improved, but there's nothing like wrong with them. You can use this quality for actually selling shirts. Maybe I'm looking at it on the wrong screen, but some of them seem underexposed, but this other screen is kind of dark, so it could be that. The ones where you can see like the ripples in the fabric and like the detail, those ones are the best. Show this final result if possible in de novo. I don't know what you're talking about, my dude. I'm just starting to chat. I could be chatting for ages. I was posting this thing on Patreon. Once I'm done that, then I'm going to bounce. I need to sleep and then fantasize over my photography photos I did today. Actually, looks like I did a professional shoot. It's amazing. I'm gonna become a graphic designer slash. I have so many titles. Graphic designer slash VFX artist slash 3D modeler, animator, texturer, renderer slash. I wouldn't go as far to say creative director. Well, no, we wouldn't say that. That's a bit ambitious. Slash photographer is my new one. I know I've been through other titles as well, but video editor, compositor, audio compositor. My website actually has a whole lot of them. Anyway, what's this thing called? Live stream. Let's call it Apple phone concept. Live stream project files. And then I can just go plop this down here. This project actually looks kind of good. I feel. No, I'm thinking out loud now. That's my alarm to water the plant, which is supposed to go off at 1 p.m., not 1 a.m. So gladly I'm not sleeping or I'll be really pissed off. I think I'll just go and correct this. 1 p.m. Dun, 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 dun. Did I see a Mars landscape image on your... No, I went through your whole profile. There's no Mars landscape image. But I've seen the tutorial. I've watched it. I wanted to do something like that because I was meant to do a SpaceX advert at one stage, but I kind of never really got into doing it. I'm supposed to do some space stuff. I like the whole space part of it that's in After Effects. The 3D side of it, I'm so over 3D these days. The whole making of everything in 3D is just so boring. I like the whole compositing stage of compositing the planets and After Effects and the stars and the post effects and stuff like that. That stuff's fun. To go model a whole landscape, that sounds horribly boring. Also, the whole making of a spaceship, the whole modeling part, I'll honestly buy the model, render it out, and then do the rest in After Effects. Because I don't feel like doing that. I think this project should go in the portfolio pieces because it's actually looks kind of nice. Oh, righty. I wonder how long I've been streaming and not doing anything for. It's probably been close to around 15 minutes now. I'm broke, but I'll donate you on Patreon. No, you don't have to, dude. You can honestly spend that money on better things than my project files. Don't know why anyone even pays for my project files. I literally stuff I would do anyways. I literally just put them there, and it takes no effort from me. I don't know why people. But I'm not complaining. If people really insist on giving me free money, I'm not gonna turn that down. Hey man, I admire your work and I thought we could exchange experiences and ideas sometimes. Please contact me. I hope that we can communicate soon. That's the kind of messages I get. People basically telling me that they have value and I should contact them to get value from them. Like, that's how it actually is when it's not. You need to offer value first, and then I can think about giving value in return, not the other way around. I'm interested in learning realistic lighting more in depth, so I don't mind. Used to do daily renders that don't take much effort. If you want to learn lighting, you should Google photography. There's actually good ones on Octane, studio lighting tutorial. I've been meaning to do one, but there's actually already a good one out there on studio lighting. Do I often use RealFlow? I do. Well, not often, but I do use it kind of sometimes. I would use it more if I could figure out how to do realistic simulations, but just such, I think no, what am I saying? Liquid simulations is the hardest thing I've had to learn, like in general. Like 3D is kind of, well, these days it's kind of easy, but it was kind of difficult to learn. But part of like liquid simulations is out of that's another realm. I've probably been learning it for like a year and a half. I still can't get well, realistic enough liquid simulations, which is annoying. Dun, dun. Yeah, I did that for a while. I used to do it. A lot of people do every day is just for the validation of the likes. It's what I do actually. I post tutorials when I do streams because of validation. So I can't talk down to anyone. Do I do this work and get paid, or is it just a side hobby? Photography is just a side hobby, which is probably going to turn into paid work. 3D stuff is actually paid work. It's what I do full time. Kind of part of what I do full time. I also do video editing and other stuff, which is all basically around making commercials and adverts, but 3D is part of it. Still feels like a hobby though. Wouldn't say it's a hobby since he gets 400 or 500 a month of Patreon alone. I mean, meaning to hide those numbers. I think it's ridiculous, but I don't complain. It's funny, if I made tutorials and actually took this seriously, I could be getting double, triple that. What did I study? I didn't study anything, dude. I didn't even finish high school. Mainly didn't finish high school because I was too busy doing this stuff. I need to go through my Instagram messages and see what generic questions people are asking me this time. It's either going to be someone asking for their desperate help or asking what my PC parts are, or they have some problem which I could Google for them and then give them an answer. But these days I barely even answer them because it's just so stupid. Just so dumb. I ran into a guy the other day. I met him for the first time and he's like, "Hey, I follow you on Instagram," which I thought was hilarious. Such a small world. I matched with this girl on Tinder and she's like, "Hey, I follow you on YouTube." That was a funny one. I was crying laughing. I was like, "No way." She's like, "Yeah, I've been your subscriber for like 3 years." Ugh. You think it's all an online thing and you're never going to meet any of them until you run into someone. And that was like when I had like 3,000 subscribers. I was starting to get a bit scary. Like I'll post an Instagram story and like 200 people will look at it. Oh, scary world. Has anyone bought the $100 one? $100 a month one. I actually should take that down. I don't even know why I had that. I thought I would try it. Just like, oh shit, someone actually bought it. Does someone actually? No. I wasn't expecting anyone to sign up to that. I thought I would try it just to see what it was like live coaching, but I feel like that's even too low. I feel like $100 a month is not worth it for me in terms of that, but my friend said I should really, really try it, and I was like, whatever, I'll try it. But I should actually go contact that guy. I didn't know anyone signed up to it. Yeah, I'll probably take it down because I don't feel like it's worth it for me, but interested to see if people would actually sign up for it. I don't mind doing live coaching and stuff like that since I already do it on YouTube basically. I was wondering what to do, what to study to be working like me. I don't know, dude. I've never been to university. I've never been at a university. I've never even walked through one, so I can't tell you. I know there's people that study 3D animation, but I'm much better than them. There's this guy that studied film and 2D animation stuff for 3 years, and I'm much better than him. So I don't think you really need to study anything. I don't know what should study if you want to. It's not a bad thing going to university, but I don't think you need it. Being self-taught's actually like people look up to that. When I like sign up, if I like go looking for a job, I'll state that I'm self-taught because I'll have better chances than someone that went to university, which is funny. Obviously, different industries are different. If you want to be a doctor, definitely go to university. Don't Google it online. But in like the 3D industry, a lot of cases actually, being self-taught is better than studying for it. Because it means that you know how to learn, and you don't need to be spoon-fed everything. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've never been to a workshop in my life, dude. I don't think I've paid for anything 3D related until when I got Octane. I think Octane's the first like software I've had to pay for because I couldn't figure out how to pirate it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. It's going to end the stream, and I'll probably see you guys soonish.